Ip Man is one of the most famous martial arts masters in history. Born in 1893 in Foshan, China, he grew up during a time of great change and uncertainty. From a young age, Ip Man was fascinated by martial arts, and he dedicated his life to mastering the art of Wing Chun. His journey was not just about fighting, but about understanding discipline, respect, and the deeper philosophy behind martial arts. He is best known for teaching Wing Chun, a unique style of Chinese Kung Fu that focuses on speed, precision, and efficiency. Wing Chun is famous for its close-range combat techniques, quick punches, and strong stances. Ip Man's teaching emphasized not only physical skill, but also mental clarity and inner calm, making his approach to martial arts truly holistic. Many people around the world respect Ip Man because he was the teacher of Bruce Lee, who went on to become a global legend and revolutionized martial arts cinema. Their student-teacher relationship is legendary, and Bruce Lee often credited Ip Man for shaping his philosophy and approach to martial arts. Through Bruce Lee, Ip Man's influence spread far beyond China, inspiring countless people to learn Kung Fu. Ip Man's incredible life story has been told and retold in movies, books, and TV shows. These stories have introduced millions to his legacy, showing how he overcame adversity and stood up for what he believed in. The films, in particular, have brought his teachings and character to a global audience, making him a household name. Each version of his story highlights how his wisdom, humility, and strength shaped those around him. He was not just a teacher, but a mentor who inspired his students to be better people, both inside and outside the dojo. His lessons went beyond martial arts, teaching values like respect, perseverance, and compassion. Ip Man is remembered not just as a fighter, but as a man of honor and dignity. He believed in helping others and living by a strong moral code. His actions in his community showed that true strength comes from kindness and integrity, not just physical power. He lived through many hard times in China, including wars, political upheaval, and periods of poverty. Despite these challenges, Ip Man never gave up on his principles. He faced adversity with courage and resilience, always striving to do what was right, even when it was difficult. Even in the darkest times, he stayed true to his beliefs and helped those in need. Whether it was offering food, shelter, or guidance, Ip Man was known for his generosity and unwavering sense of justice. His compassion touched the lives of many, earning him deep respect in his community. This is why Ip Man is considered a hero by so many people around the world. His legacy lives on not just through his students, but through everyone who is inspired by his story and teachings. Today, people from all walks of life practice Wing Chun and honor his memory. The movie Ip Man 4: The Finale beautifully captures the last journey of this great master. It shows his struggles, his triumphs, and the wisdom he passed on to the next generation. The film is a tribute to his enduring spirit and the impact he had on martial arts. Watching his story unfold gives us a final heartfelt look at his life and the important lessons he left behind. Ip Man's legacy is a reminder that true greatness comes from humility, perseverance, and the desire to help others. His story continues to inspire people everywhere to be strong, compassionate, and honorable. The movie takes place in the United States, mainly in San Francisco. It is the 1960s, a time of great change in the world. Many people from China and other countries are moving to America to find a new life. Ip Man travels to America for a special reason. He wants to find a school for his son, Ip Ching. At the same time, he hopes to visit his student, Bruce Lee. But America is not always welcoming to people from China. There is a lot of tension between different communities. Chinese immigrants struggle to earn respect and fair treatment. This tension becomes a big problem for Ip Man and his friends. The movie shows us both the beauty and challenges of this new place. It sets the stage for the conflicts and battles that Ip Man will face. Ip Man's main reason for traveling is to secure a better future for his son. He wants Ip Ching to have a good education, even if it means leaving their home in Hong Kong. Being a loving father is very important to him. He also wants to support Bruce Lee, who is now teaching Kung Fu in America. Bruce's new ideas about martial arts are causing trouble with some traditional Chinese masters. Ip Man must decide how to help his student. While in America, Ip Man faces many challenges. He experiences racism and sees how hard life is for Chinese immigrants. Still, he stays calm and looks for ways to help others. His journey is not just about fighting, it is about understanding, respect, and doing what is right for his loved ones. Ip Man is wise, calm, and strong. He always tries to do the right thing, even when it is difficult. His skills in Wing Chun make him respected by many, but it is his kindness that makes him special. Bruce Lee, his famous student, has become a teacher in America. Bruce is full of energy and wants to share Kung Fu with everyone. This makes him different from other Chinese masters, who believe Kung Fu should stay within the Chinese community. Other important characters include Wan Zonghua, a leader of the Chinese Benevolent Association. Wan wants to protect Chinese culture in America. There is also Becky, a young Chinese girl who faces bullying at school. She and her father become friends with Ip Man. Through these characters, we see different ways of facing problems and different ideas about tradition and change. Facing challenges in America isn't easy for Ip Man. As he walks through the bustling streets of Chinatown, he feels the weight of being an outsider in a new land. The unfamiliar sights and sounds, the constant stares from strangers, and the subtle barriers all remind him that he is far from home. The Chinese community shares his struggles. Many Americans just don't understand their culture, their traditions, or even their language. This lack of understanding often leads to suspicion and, sometimes, open hostility. The Chinese immigrants stick together, but they can't help but feel isolated in a country that doesn't always welcome them. For the younger generation, like Becky, things can be even tougher. At school, Becky faces bullying and exclusion simply because she's Chinese. Her classmates whisper behind her back, make fun of her accent, and leave her out of games and activities. The pain of being singled out is clear on her face. Ip Man notices her struggles and steps in to help. He offers her comfort and guidance, showing her that kindness and understanding can make a difference, even in the face of cruelty. His gentle words and actions remind Becky that she's not alone, and that her heritage is something to be proud of. Meanwhile, Bruce Lee faces his own set of challenges. As a young martial artist, Bruce is passionate about sharing Kung Fu with everyone, regardless of their background. But this puts him at odds with the older generation. The traditional Chinese masters are upset with Bruce for teaching Kung Fu to students who aren't Chinese. They see it as a betrayal of their culture and worry that their secrets will be lost or misused. Ip Man tries to help Bruce make peace with the masters. He understands both sides, the desire to preserve tradition and the hope of sharing knowledge with the world. He encourages dialogue and mutual respect, hoping to bridge the gap between generations. Ip Man truly believes that respect is the key to harmony. He hopes that people from all backgrounds can learn to appreciate each other's differences, even if they don't always agree on everything. He encourages open conversations, reminding everyone that understanding comes from listening and trying to see things from another's perspective. But outside the Chinese community, there are even more challenges. The local karate instructors and U.S. Marines have their own ideas about martial arts. They often look down on Chinese martial arts, dismissing them as inferior or outdated. Their skepticism creates tension and fuels rivalry between the groups. The Marines and karate instructors are proud of their own fighting styles, believing they are stronger, faster, and more effective. This sense of superiority leads to heated debates and challenges. Sometimes, these arguments boil over into actual fights. The streets and dojos become battlegrounds for pride and reputation, with each side determined to prove their worth. But Ip Man stands firm in his beliefs. He refuses to fight just to prove a point or to satisfy someone's ego. He knows that true strength lies in restraint and wisdom. When he does fight, it's only to protect others from harm or injustice. He uses his skills to defend, not to dominate. Through his actions and teachings, Ip Man shows everyone, no matter where they're from, that respect, understanding, and compassion are the true foundations of martial arts and of a better world. This movie, wow, it really has so many exciting fight scenes. From the very first moment, you can feel the energy and tension in the air. Every punch, every kick, and every block is choreographed with such precision that you can't help but be drawn into the action. The filmmakers have truly gone above and beyond to make each battle feel larger than life, and it's clear that a lot of passion went into every frame. Each one feels unique and really shows off the beauty of martial arts. The way the fighters move is almost like a dance, fluid, powerful, and full of emotion. You get to see a variety of fighting styles, from the swift, flowing movements of Kung Fu to the sharp, disciplined strikes of karate. The attention to detail in the choreography makes every fight memorable, and you can tell that the actors trained hard to bring authenticity to their roles. But you know, these battles aren't just about winning, they're about proving respect and honor. Before each fight, there's a moment of silence, a bow, or a gesture that reminds us that martial arts is as much about character as it is about strength. The fighters treat each other with dignity, even when the stakes are high, and that sense of mutual respect is woven throughout the film. One especially powerful fight is between Ip Man and a local karate master, who tries to show that karate is stronger than kung fu. This isn't just a physical contest, it's a clash of philosophies and cultures. The tension in the room is palpable as both masters demonstrate their skills, and the outcome is about more than just who wins or loses. It's about understanding, pride, and the willingness to learn from one another. Ip Man stands his ground, using his Wing Chun skills to defend himself and, honestly, to show that respect matters way more than just victory. His calm demeanor and precise movements are a testament to his years of training and his deep belief in the values of martial arts. Even when faced with aggression, he responds with grace and discipline, teaching everyone watching that true strength comes from within. The most important battle, though, is against Barton Geddes, a racist Marine officer. Geddes isn't just a physical threat, he represents prejudice and arrogance, challenging not only Ip Man but the entire Chinese community. The tension leading up to their fight is intense, as Geddes tries to intimidate and belittle everyone around him. Geddes bullies Chinese people and wants to prove that Western fighting is the best. He looks down on traditional martial arts, believing that brute force and military training are superior. This attitude creates a powerful conflict, making the eventual showdown feel even more meaningful. The final showdown between Ip Man and Geddes is so intense and dramatic. Every move is filled with emotion, and you can see the determination in both fighters' eyes. The choreography here is especially breathtaking, with fast-paced exchanges and moments of real vulnerability. It's not just a fight, it's a battle for dignity, for justice, and for the soul of martial arts itself. Ip Man isn't fighting for himself, he's fighting to defend the dignity of his people. He stands as a symbol of hope and resilience, showing that courage and compassion can overcome even the greatest challenges. His actions inspire those around him, reminding everyone that martial arts is about protecting others, not just defeating opponents. These battles, I have to say, are some of the most exciting moments in the film. The combination of stunning choreography, emotional storytelling, and powerful performances makes each fight unforgettable. Whether it's a small sparring match or a high-stakes duel, every scene is packed with energy and meaning. They really show the heart, the skill, and the courage of Ip Man. Through every challenge, he remains true to his values, inspiring everyone who watches. These epic martial arts battles aren't just about who's the strongest, they're about what it means to be truly honorable, and that's what makes them so special. Martial arts in this movie, you know, they're not just about fighting, they're about respect, self-control, and family. Ip Man teaches that true strength comes from within, not from hurting others. He shows respect to everyone, even his enemies, which is honestly pretty inspiring. He really wants people to work together and understand each other. That's why he helps Bruce Lee and tries to bring peace between different martial arts schools. Family is also super important to Ip Man. He loves his son and wants him to have a good life. Even as he faces sickness and trouble, Ip Man always puts his family first. Tradition matters, but Ip Man also shows that change can be a good thing. He believes in sharing knowledge and helping others, no matter where they come from. At the end of the movie, Ip Man has to return to Hong Kong. He finds out that he's very sick and doesn't have much time left. Before he leaves, he makes sure his son and his student Bruce Lee are set on the right path. Ip Man records his Wing Chun techniques on film so his son can keep learning after he's gone. It's really his way of passing on his knowledge and love. He says goodbye to his friends in America, leaving a strong impression on everyone he met. His journey in America was full of challenges, but he never lost his sense of honor. He taught people about respect, courage, and family, not just with his words, but with his actions. Ip Man's death is definitely a sad moment, but his spirit stays with everyone who learned from him. Ip Man's story, honestly, is about so much more than just martial arts. It's about being kind, brave, and wise, even when life gets tough. He teaches that respect for others is the real meaning of strength. We learn that it's important to stand up for what's right, to protect the weak, and to help our loved ones. Ip Man also shows us that tradition is valuable, but we shouldn't be afraid of change. His relationship with Bruce Lee reminds us just how much a good teacher can change a student's life. And, of course, his love for his son really shows that family should always come first. In the end, Ip Man 4. The finale leaves us with hope and inspiration. It reminds us that just like Ip Man, we can make the world better. One act of kindness and courage at a time.